Ladies and gentlemen, to surprise to absolutely no one, we have VEX, the new champion. Once I saw Gloom, I immediately thought VEX, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Oh, you can look how big the shadow guy is. That's so cool to see him in here. It's cool to get a new champion. I'm pretty sure that they probably, I honestly thought, like, because you guys know, what do they normally do? They usually they do champion, then like the variety stuff, champion, variety stuff. Sometimes they take a day off and then do it. But I feel like with some people being kind of disappointed with Lux yesterday, I feel like they was like, yo, no, we have new champions, I promise. Hopefully VEX is also going to have POC stuff. I'm assuming every character that they release will also be in POC. Not exactly sure about that, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, we hit 2,200. I'm so ecstatic about that. We still need to reach it. I can't speak English sometimes. We still need to reach 3K. Hopefully we can get that in a reasonable amount of time. Also, just guys, give you guys a spoiler. This might be the only video I might drop today because I have such a big fucking banger. I have this banger of a video, and unfortunately, it's gonna take me a couple retries to do it. I did like 2 or 3 retries already, and I'm just on my. I'm gonna make the video happen. Let's just say, the Mono Shurima video. There's certain things that I said I needed to do, and it's gonna be done. Let's just say that. All right. So let's look at VEX, and without further ado. Yes, already has the thing. Okay. Attack the strongest enemy, Gloom. You've granted Gloom 5 different times. It has so it doesn't need to do that. It's -1/-1. So Gloom is literally the opposite of Spirit. So it's nice that they did the same thing. And you are a 5/4 cost with a Shadow Isles Battle City thing, dude. That's insane. So you can, and if you guys don't know. And this is what I was assuming anyway. If you go negative health or 0 health, you just die. It happens a lot in POC. Like if something is like, let's say if something gets revived and it has 1 health and then you give it a -1 health. So that's actually pretty strong. I don't know if they'll keep that because I guess it depends on how much you can get gloomed out, right? So let's keep looking.
Sunlight. I should have stayed in bed.
Oh, that's a big guy.
So negative, so grumpy. So positive. It's suffocating.
They're battling. And that's the other thing. So this is the story card that we saw. Grant a unit Gloom, then grant impact, and then boost 2 units. So how does this work? Because this is a fleeting thing, right? Or it's a slow speed. So it's at 1.
Handle this.
Wait. What just happened?
I'll handle this.
Did he just pick it up and play it again? Like,
you just don't get it. I'll make your midnight dreary.
that is a cool animation, but it just seemed like nothing happened. And oh no, this is okay. I'm gonna be as nice as possible, but it does seem kind of whack that it basically does what the Lux version is. So it's like they're basically like yin and yang, right? So when an enemy gets Gloom, do it again. Lux is it gets Spirit, do it again. Seems a little on the lazy side, but you can be a little lazy some. The animation is I gotta look at that again actually.
You just don't get it. I'll make your midnight dreary. At last.
It's like really loud, like really loud. Jesus.
Oh wow, that was.
And they died. Yep. You got Gloomed. And they have Fearsome. So there goes the Shadow. So the Shadow's just another unit like by itself. So that was the other thing, slow speed. So yeah, that story thing is slow speed, right? So grant a unit Gloom, which happens, and then it did it again. It was like almost for free though. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look at it again. Grant a unit Gloom to draw 1. So if you don't grant, so if it doesn't do the Gloom, you won't draw. That's some Yugi knowledge there for you. Then we have Gloom Sprites, Strike, grant me impact. So this one is a own buffing up card, and Grotesque Gift is a spirit card. The first time an enemy is summoned, granted. Oh, that's actually really cool. So anything that is super strong. So anything that's like 1 health just dies. If it has 1 health, it dies. This is actually a pretty crazy counter. This is a crazy ass counter to like anything deathless, right? Deathless would just, they would just die. Wow. And it's summoned too, not played. So we have a 2-cost card that just kills Deathless right on its feet, just instantaneously. Kind of funny. We have this where I still don't understand how it works. We have the Beefcake Mayor. So the Mayor is strong now. Round start boost me. So anything, oh, that's kind of dangerous actually. Because boost, it just does the positives positive and the negatives negative. So his impact will go up. If he has spirit, he'd also would go up. But if he, technically how I'm reading this, if he has gloom, that would also go up as well. So that's a little bit of a dangerous card. Grim, grant a unit 4 gloom. So it's like I said, it's very similar to like the curse mechanic. It's just done in a different way. On both ends, even spirit, it's like it's on the field. It's a field thing, which to me is going to give birth to poison, which I would have assumed poison would have been the same thing. Poison would have been the same thing as like, oh, they lose, oh my god, they lose like a certain amount of damage or something like that, or they take damage per thing. But gloom is just a more efficient way of doing that. So if they were to do poison, it would have to do something else. It could just be like you just get ticks on you and then another thing triggers it, almost like a mushroom, like a puff cap thing, but instead of it just dealing damage, it does something to the unit. Or maybe there's a unit that can consume it, like consume the poison. And I know we're talking about something that's not on the screen. All right, so next up is Shadow. When I'm summoned, draw VEX. So it's a 5-mana boat. When I have +1, +0 for each different type, even time. I'm so used to type. Each different time you've granted gloom this game. So it could become a huge unit for 5 costs with scaling, which is crazy. And then Existential Dread, which is grant all the units, all the enemies gloom. So this could be, boom, +5 for big guy here. So relatively low curve everything outside of this one Grim card. So it's if you're looking at like other cards that are very similar to it, I could see like how some people might be upset about it, because it's just like they kind of just did the positive version and the negative version, and then the third character or the third unit of this expansion, I'm wondering what that's supposed to be like. So oh yeah, we gotta look at the POC stuff. I'm sorry, I've been talking. POC baby. So boom, round start, if you have the attack toasted, boost all enemies. See, the thing about boost is that boost gives like, if they have spirit or impact, you're gonna make them stronger, no? And then we have psychological warfare, starting mana +1, damage to enemy is dealt in form of gloom. That makes that 5 cost insane, and of course they're assholes, because why would you put that in this deck, right? That would make too much sense. That would actually be nuts, because then you'd have a scaling card already pre-built in the deck, but they give you that 6 cost card for some dumbass reason, dude. That doesn't make any sense. And then boom, boost all enemies. So like you'll have once you get this, everything else is fine. You know, the enemy, or unless they're gonna make a new version of something, they're not gonna have too much spirit going around. And impact is not that big in any of the adventures in POC, so I guess it's fine with that. I really am upset that they didn't give 5, but it is on theme. There's no POC champion that has a boat like that. If MF doesn't have the siren in there, so yeah, they didn't want to do that. But this card is just too inferior to the 5 cost one. Really cool stuff though. It's again very similar to a Morgana run, right? Morgana has a very similar thing to this. When you target it, you get cursed, right? So this one you still have to deal damage though, so that's a little bit more fair. You have to deal damage, so the pie toss would not only hit the unit. No, I was gonna say not only hit it, it just does it in gloom. So when you attack that unit, they immediately get gloomed. So quick attack is actually really strong in VEX's POC. You need quick attack, so you hit them real quick, boom, they get gloomed, and then they attack you for much less, and it's a lot more damage than anything. So pie toss again makes no sense. You definitely want I mean, pinging the units is good too, but they'll all slowly but surely die. So I like that. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys had some fun with me. What do you guys think about VEX? I do think it's a little bit lazy. But at the same time, I can also see the aspect of this. I think as far as like PvP, it's very interesting to see like where they'll take it with PvP. These units glooming it and things like that. They have like this yin and yang thing, which that's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, right? But at the same time, I could see how people might think like, it's kind of uninspired. The level up animation is so quick. And I still don't, what the hell, how does this work, dude?
Positive. It's suffocating.
6 mana, 3 spell. 2 mana, played the story. Nothing happened, right? So nothing happened at all. So he just played it.
I'll handle this.
I don't get it.
I'll handle this.
So he played it again somehow. It wasn't in his hand, so he just played it again. So he already played it 2 mana. So this is grant the gloom. This levels him up.
You just don't get it. I'll make your midnight dreary. At last.
And then it got used up. So I'm assuming that they could use the second one the next turn, give out the okay. I guess.
Oh wow, that was.
And that's that 3-cost Yordle alley in the hand. I noticed that was in the deck, but I don't think that they showed that in this end screen. Right? Allie's not here. Allie is some type of probably like a spirit card. It looks like it. She looked too happy. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.